Good morning, people. Lovely spring morning here. More blue skies, sunshine. I hope you've got equally good weather where you are. Welcome in. It's the 22nd of January 2022. Where is January going? It feels like it's racing away a bit. It's definitely keeping me very busy. Okay, so we've got some astrology today. So the moon spends most of the day in Virgo, where it's going to form an opposition to Neptune in Pisces, a trine to Pluto in Capricorn, and a square to Mars at the end of Sagittarius. So service orientated Virgo opposing the boundaryless and sort of oceanic energies of Neptune in its home sign of Pisces. So we could be exploring how we can be of service to the greater good, the greater collective, which can bring up change and transformation with the trine to Pluto. But then we may have difficulty getting traction to be able to take action on what we discover. Later in the day, when the moon moves into relationship orientated Libra, then we may be able to, harness the power of collaboration and connections to actually get moving on what it is that we discovered earlier in the day. So that's the astrological energies for today. Obviously they're going to be slightly different depending where you are in the world, but from the UK, this is what we've got. Okay, so we're going to do some cards. We're going to do some Gaia deck. First of all, 3 cards to get a general theme for the day, and then pick some tarot to get a deeper dive into the energies. So what do we need to know for today? The 22nd of January 2022. Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. What do we need to know? How can we harness and navigate today's energies to our best advantage? Hope you're enjoying a nice weekend. And making the most of these early spring days. It feels like there's a sense of excitement that I'm getting. So it's almost like goosebumps or goose pimples on my skin with the energies. There's a sort of a real sense of excitement coming through. Anticipation, I think that's the word I was looking for. So at the bottom of the deck we've got Ocean of Eternal Love, Healing, Creativity and Fertility. Very Neptunian, Piscean. That connection to the unconscious collective. Then we have the Temptress again, seduction, deceit and broken promises. Okay, we had this come out the other day or last week. I lose track of time, so bear with me. Wake up in the morning and it's like, and what day is it? Is it the weekend? No, we're halfway through the week or something like that. So yeah. And then we have Goddess of Creation, Transformation, Creativity and Wholeness. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, so as I said at the beginning, the Ocean of Eternal Love, that very Neptunian, Piscean energy. And then the Temptress is making me think of Pluto in Capricorn Pluto, no, I'm not going to say Pluto. Capricorn in the tarot is the card of the devil. What comes up, there may be sort of abuses of power or secrets or something hidden that comes up when the moon makes that trine, bringing things that we'd prefer to keep hidden, deeply hidden, bringing them up to the surface, or how we deceive ourselves as well. But once we see these energies, as uncomfortable as it may be, then it gives us the opportunity, when we bring them to consciousness, to transform them and they become sort of creative energies that can help transform us into more wholeness as we integrate those parts of ourselves into ourselves. That sounded a bit weird, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say on the back of that. We're going to use the Light Seers deck today. Don't feel like I've used this for a while. Okay, so cards for today. What do we need to know for today, the 22nd of January 2022? Messages from Spirit for the collective. What messages have you got to help us navigate and harness these energies in the best way for us? Temptress is also making me think of the square to Mars with the red energies in the card. That sort of forcing ourselves, or will, determination. Oops. Okay, I'm going to put those to one side. See if they have any bearing on the reading in a moment. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit for the 22nd of January 2022. Those messages for the collective. What do we need to know for today? Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so strength at the centre of the spread again. We had strength yesterday. Okay, still connecting to our inner strength. Then we've got the High Priestess, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Death and Rebirth, the Hierophant, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Wands, and the Sun. Okay, the cards that fell out, the Chariot fell out, and then we had the Four of Wands, the Four, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Okay, let's just pop those there. Okay, so centre of the spread, where we find ourselves. Same card as yesterday's come out, different deck, same card. We've got the Strength card. This is about connecting to your inner strength, that power within you. Okay, because ultimately everything comes from the inside out. In the background, the Moon card, the Moon being our intuition and our emotions and the subconscious mind. What's coming up from our subconscious is the High Priestess, connecting into our subconscious, feeling our emotions, our intuition. This is connecting me to the ocean of eternal love, the collective unconsciousness, the soul world, connecting into our higher self, our spirit self. Okay, And by doing that, that adds to our inner strength. Then the Mercury card, which is information and communication and the details. We have the Four of Pentacles. What are you holding on to? What do you value? Are you holding on to things that should really be released? If we do that, we become miser-like. We become stagnant and stuck. Are we holding on to sort of old ideas and old patterns that actually now is the time to release them? This has been this continuing theme for the last 2 or 3 days now, and it continues. I did say that I thought it was going to carry on until the new moon in Aquarius a week on Tuesday. Yeah, we've still got quite a long way to go yet till we get there. But yeah, questioning our values, what we want to hold on to, what we want to release, and possibly some of those old patterns are seducing us, and sort of causing us to be deceitful with ourselves, or to break promises to ourselves or to others, be deceitful with others. I mean, generally as a reader, I read that the as the energies as being internal things rather than it being connections to outer circumstances and situations and to other people. Because ultimately, if we're deceiving somebody else or breaking promises, we're breaking promises to ourselves ultimately. And often people outside are just mirrors for us. Okay, so then we have the Nine of Pentacles in the Venus position. So our values around love and money and relationships and balance and harmony and beauty in our life. And the Nine of Pentacles is about independence. And it could be independence within relationships rather than sort of codependencies. Again, the Temptress, codependent relationships, sort of seduction. You can't do it on your own. We need each other, sort of just melting into each other. Old ways of relating in relationships. You know, doubting your own strength and things. The Nine of Pentacles is self-confidence, connecting to that inner strength, connecting to your higher self. I would say not being reliant on others. That's not quite what I mean. It's more of a not being bound to others in an unhealthy way, is what I mean. Knowing that sort of you have everything within yourself. Things like you can rescue yourself rather than I need to be rescued type of scenario. It's coming back to it's within us. Then the Sun card, our core identity, core vitality, the conscious mind, what we project out into the world, the light that shines from within us. We have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups comes with a gift, a message of love. That message of love can be that you're strong enough to face whatever it is you're facing. Have the self-confidence, coming from a place of love rather than fear. Okay, ultimately, before we can love anybody else, it's better to develop that love for ourselves, because when we come from a place of, being secure on our own, then sort of we're more open to the right relationships opening up for us. If we're looking for a relationship because we don't want to be alone, we feel lonely, or we feel less than, then we're attracted to relationships that aren't that good for us. So really this is saying to me about coming back to love for yourself. And I've just seen the cards over there out the corner of my eye, and I will develop this further when I get there. Okay, the Mars card, how we take action, our will, drive, determination, our creativity. This is about death and rebirth, letting that old story go, that old codependency, that seduction, that deceit, the broken promises, the temptress, the tempting things that wants to hold you back in your comfort zone. And as you do, you release your creativity, connect to the goddess of creativity. Okay, then the Jupiter card, Jupiter being what's working in our lives, good luck, good fortune, hope and optimism, expansiveness, freedom, justice, truth. We have the Hierophant, and I'm sure I've said before about, for me, the Hierophant is how we have one foot in physical reality and one foot in spirit, and we are the bridge between those energies. We bring spirit down onto the earth. And the message I'm also getting today is making a commitment to yourself. Okay, independence, self-confidence, inner strength, whilst also being connected into your higher self. The Saturn card of what's working against us, obstacles, limitations, time and timing, restrictions and responsibilities and commitments. There might be too many choices that we see before us. There might be sort of illusions or delusions, and we don't know sort of what's real and what's not real. Again, coming back to the temptress, but also the Neptunian energies in Pisces, that sort of very boundaryless and sort of dissolving of boundaries and not knowing what's you and what isn't you and being deceived. Okay, so just watch out for what you think is being offered to you and what you see as future options. Okay, the cards at the bottom of the deck, that is the general environment of the reading. We have the Eight of Wands as the sun and the Sun. So the Eight of Wands is about communication coming in quickly, knowledge coming in quickly, and the Sun, hope, optimism, joy, happiness, be shining in your own sign. And I do think it's tomorrow. I've moved my moon diary, but I think it is tomorrow that the Sun is going to conjunct retrograde Mercury at the beginning of Aquarius. So there could be information coming through that allows us to shine and break through from the negative energies, the old beliefs and stories, and that inner strength shining out. Strength is the Leo card, and Leo, one of the energies of Leo is the solar plexus, the sun shining out from your solar plexus. So again, connecting back into the inner strength and things. The cards that jumped out were the Chariot, the Four of Wands, and the Fool. So I'm just going to talk about those few first. We're racing forward towards the next portal as we relinquish the past and let go of the old self, the old patterns, the old beliefs, the old values. We race quickly with the knowledge towards the new portal, ready to begin a new journey. And this journey is I was talking before about relationships and things like that. This new journey, we're healing old heartbreak, old relationship patterns and love stories, when I say love stories, I don't mean love stories. I mean the stories we tell ourselves about love and about our ability to love and be loved. They can just seeing the red heart there and the red heart in the Temptress. Okay, just made me think of pain. Red being inflamed and angry and painful can also be passion. Are we coming, is our heart coming from a place of pain and inflammation and anger, or are we coming from love and passion? Two sides of the same coin, so to speak, the negative side or the positive side. Okay, as we do this healing, then it sparks new inspiration, new passion, the gift from the divine of the Ace of Wands, divine inspiration, divine passion coming through. It gives us the energy that's going to help us transform, create, and take another step towards wholeness. It feels like we're just, again, another step closer on this journey that's been evolving and sort of being uncovered over these last few days. Can see sort of how we're moving forward step by step. An interesting story. I'd be interested to hear how you're experiencing yourself, and what's coming through for you. Have you noticed any patterns in your own life, etc., etc., etc. So if this reading has resonated for you, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications. If you'd like a personal reading from me, or a thing that I'm doing from the 29th of January to the 4th of February, is a morning in bulk online retreat. Okay, what I mean by that is for the 7 days we'll meet up online to do start off with the meditation, do a reading for the day for the members and the people that are on the call, and then questions and answers around the reading and things. We'll take each morning will be about 3/4 an hour to an hour long. The dates I've chosen are sort of very auspicious. On the 29th we have Venus stationing direct. On the 1st we have the new moon in Aquarius, and it's Chinese New Year, the year of the water tiger. And on the 4th of February, Mercury stations direct. So it's like 7 days. We've got 3 big portals, pauses and portals. And yeah, just want to do a sort of more, a closer and more intimate morning retreat with people. So if you're interested in doing that with me, or if you'd like a personal reading, then please email me at the email address below in the description box. Okay, thank you for watching, and until next time, enjoy your day. Thank you.